If you received an interview invite, first and foremost, I want you to give yourself a pat on the back. Both hands, opposite sides, secret handshake in the back, because this is a big moment. Hello, my name is Sydney. Today, I'm talking tips on how you can succeed for your medical school interviews. If you wanted insight into how I personally prepared, I talked about my strategy in this video, as well as explain the different types of interviews in this video. Timestamps of this video will be included in the description. Please subscribe if you haven't already to be notified of the last video of the interview series. If you received an interview invite, this means that the school already likes you. They just want to meet in person to double check. Which brings me to number 1. Be yourself. I'm all for putting your best polished and prepared foot forward, but at the end of the day, these schools want to know who you are. Nothing is more powerful in creating connections than authenticity. Number 2. Outline your answers. Doing so helps with organization, staying calm, ensuring you talk about all the core competencies or parts of the answers that you want to. And basically, you want the interviewer to leave the conversation knowing all parts of you and your story. Number 3. Practice, but don't memorize. Interviews are supposed to be conversational and fluid. You can definitely tell when someone's in their head trying to recite an answer, because oftentimes it sounds pretty robotic. Remember, the objective of the interview is to show who you are and connect. Number 4, record your responses. This can be awkward at first, but recording yourself can tell you so much. You might have tics or space fillers you do that you're unaware of. Or content-wise, you can see how you answer questions. Maybe send this to other people, since we social distancing and whatnot, to see how your answers are received. For example, for me, I have the tendency to ramble, but seeing myself on video told me, okay, I have to work on being more direct, definitive, and concise. So I tailored my interview practice with that framework. And also, since I edit a lot of videos, I notice I have the tendency to elongate the first word of every sentence, especially the vowels, as a mind buffer. And I have the tendency to look to the corner of the screen up there when I'm thinking about a thought. It's like I'm trying to get the thought and then bring it back to earth or something. But seeing myself do this taught me to breathe, think, gather my composure, and then speak. Number 5, create a steady preparation routine. Avoid cramming. Nothing good comes from stress, especially if you're busy with school or work leading up to your interview date. Do what you can bit by bit every day, because steady progress over the long run will give you that confidence to nail interview day. Ultimately, your goal is to be as relaxed as possible leading up to your interview. Remember, sleep is your friend. Number 6. Seek feedback on how you carry yourself. Your goal is to make sure that you're giving off the best first impression possible. And I broke this down to little sub tips, but smile. Show that you're friendly and want to be there. 2. Eye contact. This is very important to show the interviewer or just anyone that you're speaking to that you're engaged and interested in what they have to say. Number 3, be mindful of intonation, specifically uptalk, which is where you end sentences with a question mark, which is something that I struggle with myself. Number 4, also be mindful of fillers. There's actually a power to the pause in commanding the conversation, but also it's okay to use that pause to gather your thoughts, because if that can give you a bomb response, then that pause is so worth it. Make sure you have good posture, so chin up, shoulders back. And lastly, your energy. Give off the impression that you're excited to be there. Radiate with your whole body, if that makes sense. Number 7, be present on interview day. Stay humble and be appreciative to be there, which will then lead you to being kind, open, and receptive to conversations to everyone you meet on interview day. And the last tip, number 8, have fun. You've worked so incredibly hard to get to this moment, and you deserve to be there. AdCom saw something special in you. And don't forget, this day is also important for you to visualize if you feel welcome and excited to make this place your new potential home. Those were my 8 tips on how you can crush your medical school interview. It can be easy to place a lot of pressure on a tough answer or a mess up. But remember, there are so many layers to someone's admission. A slip up in your eyes might not be to the interviewers. So remain calm, remember your story, and stay positive. As long as you're taking your experiences as lessons, you will never be at a loss. But also, if you feel like you killed it, celebrate because you probably did. Heyo! As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.